This is Sean. You may remember this footage from a recent real estate and drainage inspection that I did. And the homeowners ended up buying the house, and the initial problem they had, the issue they had, was something that was not even an issue, and I identified some other things that were a pretty big issue. So we are back out here, and what we're going to be working on today is this rear patio. So the crawl space has a lot of water in it, and then there's efflorescence on the inside in the garage area. And if you take a look right here, you see this gravel grid type of thing that they put in here, and it's just a sink for water. So you all know from watching my channel that water flows through gravel, and I'm out here actually with the realtor, and I'm just going to run the hose for them and demonstrate that water in does not equal water out. So we're inputting a bunch of water from the garden hose here, and it's just disappearing. And this was a pretty big deal because the homeowners had no idea this was even an issue. And I did my drainage inspection, did the video, and they were able to see what was going on here. And I gave them a price and a plan of action to correct this. And so even if they did buy the house, they knew what they were getting into and all that good stuff. So anyway, we're out here today to redo this patio. We're also going to be putting in an additional downspout, which we recommended during the inspection. I'm back out here. They bought the house. So we are doing that additional downspout this morning along the side over here. And we're nearby another job, so we just snuck over here to knock this out really quickly. So I think right in the center there, maybe between this vent right here and the window. But yeah, this will be quick. We've got to get the mesh style gutter guard off of here to get our punch in. We'll talk about this punch coming up.
Mercy. I'm gonna let you attach, and I'll see where I'm at. Golly. Sorry. Still good? Yeah. I'm in a tight spot.
I wanted to show you all the other way of adding downspouts, and that is to install one of these cups. And you don't ever want to do this because this little lip right here will catch debris and it'll just pile up. So you have a choice between installing one of these cups or using the punch. Now that punch, I bought this one here. This thing was unbelievably expensive, but this is the only way to go. So if you're getting gutters done, make sure they're punching your downspouts and not putting those cups in. We are back out here today, and we are going to do the patio on this job. So I just pulled the fans. They blew for a couple days after we got the mold remediation going. So I want to dig some of this out with the mini Bobcat, and Miguel's on his way to get the leaf blower, so this is kind of a mess right here with leaves. But the homeowners have laid out what they like. I always tell them use a garden hose or an extension cord because you can really visualize it there when you do that. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. We're gonna get this done today. I know I just said that the homeowners laid out this hose where they wanted the concrete patio to go, but take a look over there between that rock edging and the hose there. They wanted that little strip of lawn left there, and Miguel and I talked about it, and we were like, this needs to go. We need to put concrete all the way. So we had the homeowners out there, took a look at it, talked to them, and they agreed that the concrete should go all the way to that rock edging right there. So that's what we're going to do. Extend it.
Whatever he want to go, the same thing, 14, right?
14 yep, 14 out, yep.
And finish this.
Yep. That's going to be a lot better.
Much better, no crooked shit.
Right, yep. How's it going, Don?
Alright.
Huh?
What was sitting on that?
You didn't watch the video. It was all that gravel. That was their drainage solution. Was to let it all run down.
Take a look at shit that was.
I said, we get some strings put in there so we know where you're going.
This is a great example of why it's good to have multiple different talent on the job. And I was focused on trying to give the homeowners exactly what they wanted with where the hose was. And Miguel and Don, both being concrete guys, they both looked at that and they were like, no. The concrete needs to go all the way to the block wall there. And so it really worked out much, much better. It's just going to look a lot better. You don't have one surface and then another surface and then another surface. It looks too busy. So the homeowners were really, really happy that we had suggested that change. And the credit goes to the concrete guys here. Take a look at this situation. We're going from a hole in the ground to letting water flow out of that area. So we're starting in a low area to begin with, and we need to be even lower leaving that area. So this was definitely a very tricky one, and you've got to have really good concrete guys to achieve this kind of a result here. And I see it all the time where you have, imagine it went the other way, and the concrete was just placed along the ground and it's now sloping into the house. I see that all the time, and I show up and I say, you got to rip this concrete out. So we definitely struggled here to get this right.
No.
No, we're barely breaking. It's not falling at all.
That's what I told you. Digging a little more here, okay?
Yeah.
Take everything, but they be the same thing, but it's digging, right? Here and a little here, right? And that's all, right? So you give more fill, no?
What do you got? Right.
See?
You gotta dig it.
Digging, baby, digging. And that's better for you, so you got water there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, right here, look. Come over here and kind of do this and only this door, right?
Out back here.
And then look, you need some door right here, right? So I take that one here. I only take that one. Don't gotta do.
This was definitely a struggle, and 99% of concrete guys have been trained to make their concrete work like perfectly level, like give it the teeniest, tiniest bit of fall ever. And I do concrete to solve drainage problems, so I usually want a half bubble or a full bubble of fall in this concrete. And you can just tell that the concrete guys, they're willing to do it, but they hate it. And so that's why you see the same concrete guys over and over in my videos, because these crews know how I like things and they know that we're actually solving a problem here. Even though it's a bit of a struggle to get more fall in it, now's the time to get it correct, and this is why I use these guys. Well, we fought and fought and fought with this thing, but it is ready. We got some plastic up. We're gonna do a little curb over here, and the concrete truck is turning around. So we've been trying to get everything ready before they got here, and we are good to go. We've got a pretty narrow gate, but we barely fit. So that's all you need, is barely sometimes. And the neighbor, I guess the new homeowners made friends with the neighbor. So we're gonna be coming through here. I don't know what this is, but somebody did some work over here. But yeah. once that truck gets turned around, we'll be ready to go.
The guy man ahead of the part dead.
Well, the neighbor just came out and had a conniption fit, so we're gonna come through here. So I thought we were good to go, but we'll make it work. A major concern with this job was the access. So having the right tools to get the concrete back in there was a big deal. The concrete buggy, I think it's like 36 inches wide or something like that. And it does get the job done. It goes over across lawn and it's got the tracks and everything. They make wheeled units, but the track one is the way to go. So definitely was helpful to have that for this job with this tight access.
See right there it was high, huh?
Yeah.
My flow, I'm gonna make it even wherever I even. And then he's gonna do with the flow. Look. I go right there. See that?
Yeah. He's headed back to the plant, and the guys are working on this little retaining wall curb thing, so it's looking really, really good. I wanted to point out that right here, this shot is one of the main reasons that I can achieve such great results, is because I bring in the people who know what they're doing and I just let them do their thing. So great example right here. These guys are just doing a great job. And anytime they need a concrete buggy for one of their jobs, I'm there with my buggy. They get the buggy, the operator, delivery, and they get it gone all in one. So it works out really, really well to have the right people. Things are tightening up pretty good. It's been I guess a couple hours. We're back out of the sun though, which is annoying. But it's coming along. See what it looks like. Don't let me go too far. It's still pretty wet.
Hell yeah, baby. Hold on, okay? Hold on. There we go. So don't get no dirt.
I know, I can get it.
Okay. You know me taking this shit good?
Yeah,
Me do the best ones.
he likes good stuff.
And Sean like the video. What's up, me? Yeah, look. Leo, you take the screws, Sean.
That really finishes it off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, the concrete's down and we are out of here. So we will be back probably in a few days, if not a little bit longer. Let it set up to do our finish grading, get this all really nice, and probably have to cut this down a little bit here, get it to really flow away. But this turned out really well. Look at that. We are back out here today to do our finish grading and wrap everything up. So we got the forms pulled. I forgot to get the camera out, but pulling the forms, we chipped a little piece right here, so that stays. But everything else is looking really good. The homeowners are thrilled, and I told them to wait till we're done with the finish grading. So we're about to get to work. The finish grading is a critical part of any drainage solution involving concrete like this. So sometimes the finish grading has to dump onto the concrete and the concrete's going to kick it away. In this case, the concrete is kicking it off the foundation, so the finish grading is then going to continue carrying it away. So this is another critical step to get correct so that the whole drainage solution is going to work correctly and kick the water away and keep it going away, keep it headed down the way. So we're spending a little bit of time here trying to get this all correct, and it's just really looking good at this point. We are out doing finish grading today, so this was a previous job worth, that was. And then there's our forms. We couldn't get that other screw out, but we got all our trash cleaned up. I've got to strap this all down, make sure it doesn't blow away. I forgot trash bags today, so usually this would be a little bit more tidy, but I brought this truck, so I didn't have any. Ronald said he wants to seed and straw where the concrete buggy went, so he's getting that fixed up. And wait until you see this. This might be my favorite patio we've done. So take a look at this. You've got this hill here in this bad situation, and now we've got concrete out here, but we've also got a drainage solution. So the crawl space right there is completely protected from water going in like it was before. Anything that comes down here hits the patio, gone. I told the homeowners this may be kind of muddy for a while till it stabilizes. They are going to put in some mulch or some shrubs right there. They're not sure yet, but that'll help stabilize it as well. We went a little bit heavy on the straw since it's late November, and hopefully everything will be good. So yeah, this looks awesome. What do y'all think? This is Sean. I hope you enjoyed this drainage solution. These are always my favorite, where we use concrete to solve the drainage problem and give the customer some outdoor living space and concrete. So with that, I will see you all in the next one. Take care.